Hi Cancer, and welcome to your August 2023 reading. This is a reading for all Cancer placements and also for people who are just drawn to the title of this video. So let's get started on your reading right away. We have a full moon opening up this month. So Cancer is standing for the moon, so for you this is probably also a thing, as for all of us. And we want to look at the cards, what they are saying in a general reading, and then in the second part of the reading I will go into relationships, so don't skip or skip forward. All right, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse is here. Let's see. It's falling very deep. Oh, the Hierophant. Okay, in the reverse also. Very deep in the future subconscious. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. The Emperor in the reverse. Wow, okay, what's going on here? We have the Emperor and the Hierophant in your like immediate situation here. And that's a really intense combination of cards, because we have two representatives of power, of different types of power. The Hierophant is the highest representative of God on earth. So he is really a spiritual leader, spiritual representative of a higher force, bringing this into a concept that is earthly and that we can live. So he's the Pope, you know, he's a spiritual leader. He has the knowledge, the wisdom, and he does really he has a lot of power over people as well. Emperor is the worldly leader. He is the politician. He is the top of a country. He is the president. He is the king. So he is really on top of what's going on in civilization. Not so much on a spiritual level, but in politics, in order, when it comes to rules and laws and legislations, and how to also be on top of those. So with the Hierophant and the Emperor in the reverse, there is a sense of you overthinking everything you've thought, maybe, when it comes to how to stay on top of things, what you believe in, what type of traditions you believe in. Or there is also maybe a sense of really letting go of control completely. With the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, it might be a month where deep down there is a sense of being quite flighty about things, I want to say. Maybe you're not very grounded right now. With the Hierophant and the Emperor in reverse, it really is, I want to say, maybe a little bit of a desperate attempt to hold control, and maybe at some point just being like, whatever, I'm just going to do things differently. I'm not going to do things the way I used to do them. I'm going to do things in a non-traditional way, even though it might not be the most stable approach this month. Because we need to see the good in this. It's not the end of the world if you lose some stability for a month. You know, it's not, we're not gonna make it a tragedy here. But I can tell that things are really shifting. I think things that you might think that you wanted, you now don't want anymore. Things that you might have thought you believe in, you don't believe anymore. You're doing things in a quite unconventional way. You're also maybe with the Emperor in the reverse. I mean, I'm seeing like, okay, it's maybe not, it's not an established system that you're following right now. You're just like reacting more than anything else. You might be questioning authority stuff. This is what a month. Okay, let's see. You might be really dealing with some authority problems here, or problems when it comes to power. What's going on subconsciously here? The Knight of Cups in the reverse. Ace of Pentacles. It's good. This is good. I do think what's happening here is you do understand that there is a new unconventional way of moving forward. Ace of Pentacles. Very deep down, you can tell there is stability. There is a new way to build stability. There's a new way, a new chance for something long lasting, and you want to take that chance. You can already tell it's building up within you. Even though it might take some time, it might not be established, you know, you're not going to turn from the Ace of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles in 2 weeks. It's like, it needs to be established. The Ace of Pentacles is a slow energy, and there is a chance in doing things quite unconventionally. There is something holding you back from really gaining that control and that power, and I think this is maybe having a hard time really opening up about your feelings at this time. Knight of Cups in the reverse. Maybe it's hard to really tap into your emotions or let them guide you. I think also it's interesting. You might think that you trying to not let your emotions guide you is also some sense of losing control here, but in reality it's really bringing you to a stable chance and opportunity here that is quite unconventional. Okay, wow, this is so fascinating. Fascinating. Let's see. In this whole chaos, there's a chance. A very stable chance. Two of Cups. It is important and it is essential to embrace a connection or a situation also with people and stay open-hearted. Your higher self knows it's all love, you know, even though something is creating quite some I want to say chaos, still all is love. You're coming from a place of love, you're coming from a place of openness, open-heartedness, and you know that. Two of Cups. And therefore everything's good. In a way, even though it seems like it's not, or it seems like it's a lot. It's all good though. Your higher self is like, it's all good. It's all good. And it will show by the middle of the month, I think. Even though waters are quite rocky with the Knight of Cups in the reverse, I think you're like, it's all love. It's fine. It's all love. I think you're very much staying in like a hippie type of, maybe even, no, I don't see it's toxic because it's upright. It's definitely not toxic. It's like just a good sense of your higher self understanding that it's all about authentic connection at the end of the day. The Sun in the reverse. This is a blessing in disguise. You are, and we have the Strength card here also. You are, with the Sun in the reverse, in a really good place in your life. I think you're really, even though you might not see it just yet, in one of the luckiest moments. And by really stepping into doing something in a way you've never done something before. Really letting go of old beliefs and opening yourself up for something new. With the Sun in the reverse, the Sun is still the best card in the deck, you know, and when it's in the reverse, you might not see it just yet. You might also get seen from the outside for who you are. And this is bringing a lot of understanding, a lot of light to places that haven't been in the light, that have been in the dark. Five of Wands. You're fighting for this, and you're going into this confrontation. You're fighting for this, and you're striving. Five of Wands is a card of conflict, but also it could be a card of friendly competition. Maybe you're in a situation where it could be a new job opportunity, and you have to maybe it could be something quite against what you believed in the past, and maybe you are just really putting the work in and having to kind of rub up against people, or you have competition. This could come from a lack of sense of security and stability right now, that you're really like getting in there, that it's really a fiery energy, but it's okay, you know, it's productive way of rubbing against each other, the Five of Wands, or to step into competition with people. Maybe Princess of Swords in the reverse, and the Fool is on the bottom of the deck. Everything is possible. You might not fully see yet how this is going to play out. There might not be a good strategy, and you might want to be a little, and this is your higher self. Maybe it's, you know, helpful to be a little aggressive at this time, especially if you're fighting for something. But with the Princess of Swords, make sure that you are not being immature when it comes to your communication. In the reverse, or maybe hold back a little, or maybe gain all of the information that you can and hold back what you know. Wait for the right moment. With the Fool, it's really important to imagine and to invite in possibilities, and also to fantasize, and also to imagine what it could be like, and to really open up yourself and your mind and your fantasy for possibilities, because everything is possible with the Fool. And the Fool is really opening his heart, opening his mind, opening himself up for all the possibilities of the universe. So he's not limiting himself. And I think this is what you are supposed to do. You're not supposed to limit yourselves. There is a new start. There is a point where you can start from zero, from scratch. And I think there is a very stable opportunity right now that's presenting itself to you. And it might take some strength and some fighting to get this off the ground. And it might take, there's a seed that you're planting. I think there is a seed that you're planting, and it is probably worth fighting for, trying to nurture the seed. So yeah, wow, okay. The Fool, everything is possible, I tell you that much. The Sun is also here. The Sun is in the reverse. You might not see it. You might with a higher consciousness and Sun. I need to draw another card for this, because this is confusing me. The Lovers in the reverse. The first impulse I got is, you might not see just yet that this is the right thing for you, what's happening. but you can still see yourself in you know that you're still at the right, this is good for you, you know. And the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse is saying, don't be too critical about yourself. Don't take it to really everything that's happening right now. And we have the Three of Cups in the reverse, not in the reverse, upright here as a confirmation. Everything that's happening right now, don't take it too seriously. Take it more lightly. It's not such a big deal. And this is the Two of Cups. It's also like, okay, all is love. It's really, at the end of the day, it's all about having good connections with people, you know, good relationships. Try to stay as lighthearted as possible in this situation. It really is, I think, something where you don't understand just yet, or it might not feel like it's the right thing for you, or something is the right thing for you, and you're moving from this place. You're moving forward from this place. I think it's hard to make a decision this month, but maybe you don't have to. It's hard to trust what's the right path, but you subconsciously very much feel like there's an opportunity that's presenting itself. And you know, sometimes there's opportunities that are presenting themselves and we just take them, and maybe they will not flourish, you know, but at least we tried, at least we got into it, and maybe we prepared ourselves to be more ready and even more prepared for the next opportunity that comes our way, because we also have to practice taking opportunities, you know. It's like, if you never just take a chance, you will probably never take a chance. If you try to take a chance often, then you will get really good at taking a chance. And we'll get better at taking the right chance. So this is also what I see here. So just try stuff out. Try new stuff. Don't take it too seriously. Let go of control. Let go of your beliefs. Okay, relationships. This other person. King of Cups in the reverse. Somebody's not having a hold of their feelings. They might be an emotional manipulator, consciously or subconsciously. The Hangman, you're seeing it for what it is. You are seeing it for what it is. Unstable emotional life of a person could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or another Cancer, is having an effect on your life. And you are seeing things for what they are. I think you've been trapped in maybe a perspective where you haven't fully understood the full situation, but now you see like, okay, this person needs to mature emotionally. I'm sorry, but I can't help them. I can't help them do that. They need to do the work. I can't get affected anymore by this. I think this is what you're seeing here. Interesting. This person is quite all over the place with their feelings. And they might also bring you out of balance. But with the Hangman in the reverse, we're seeing things for what they are, having really a higher perspective on things. And also we learn how to handle a situation and not get ourselves into some sort of constrainment. Is that the word? Prison again. So we also learn like, how did I get myself into this Hangman position? I see, I'm not going to do that anymore. You know, so yeah, you're having a higher understanding of the situation. I feel like you're very passive here. King of Wands. Ooh, there is some toxic energy. Ego going on. Toxic ego. There is a lot of toxic ego. I had a similar thing going in a reading. I don't remember. I don't remember the sign. I'm sorry. King of Wands in the reverse. Well, this could very well be queer relationship to men or to male identifying. There's a lot of king energy. There's a lot of gay aesthetics in my book, or in my case, or in my vision. And there's a lot of sexual tension, and there's a lot of, I don't know, somebody's testing also, I think, testing you, you're testing them back. It feels a little bit like a power struggle, power game. At the same time, frustration, 10 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this type of, you know, whatever is gonna happen with this connection. In August, I think what you're really trying to realize or want to see is that type of, I want this and I want it now, and I want it now from you, both people, is not going to lead you to any long-term happiness whatsoever. I know that's a tough cookie to swallow. I don't like to hear it either, but it is what it is, you know. Still, at the same time, this person is, they need to stabilize themselves for sure before anything can happen here. It's like a, you know, it's like a, somebody needs to do the work or a step or make a move. And I don't see you doing that, because you finally see things for what they are and you have a higher perspective on things. You standing there watching this person, still not getting what you want, not very fulfilling. Even though you might understand the situation on a higher level, but that doesn't make a relationship happen or a connection better, just understanding things. Let me tell you, straight from the master of understanding dynamics, but not necessarily being able to change them, because we really can't. That's the next problem. Okay, the Hermit in the reverse. Well, there's people who have a hard time being alone right now and who don't want to look within themselves for the wisdom. Hey, I don't know what to tell you. 2 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. This month there will not be much of a open connection, I think, with this person. There's too much stuff that needs to be balanced out, especially when it comes to this person's emotions. And I think even if it's hard, you're just gonna stay distanced. Okay, let's see what this oracle card deck has to say. Maybe how we can creatively work with this. This is Orlan. Oh, interesting. This is different artists and their approaches to how they work. So Orlan is a really intense French artist. She did all these operations on her body to kind of comment on this whole plastic surgery problematic. Maybe that's all in all something that has to do with you. And she's, of course, going into painful situations to transform her body also. You could be doing a lot of yoga or things for your body to strengthen your body. So she says, don't fear pain. Art is an anesthetic. So art can be healing or soothing at this time. Go into art or consume some art. Do you like who you see in your petri dish? That's funny. Yeah, it's really about self-image a lot, of course. Become your paradigm. And this is really the unconventional thing also, like become, and the Fool. Become what you've decided not to be, or become the person that, become this new image of yourself, of what you really believe in. Because you've decided to do things differently now. You've decided to do things not in a conventional way anymore, it seems like. So, you know, step into that. Become your paradigm. Become your pattern. Build build yourself. You can build yourself, is what I'm seeing here. Beauty is a performance, is also what I see here. But that's very much Orlan. Beauty is a performance, as there are theories that gender is a performance. Step more and more into the person you want to be, you know. And if that's like, I want to be a unconventional, chaotic artist, then be it, you know. It's okay. So, wow, okay. Or if you want to be the person who is just not participating in being emotionally manipulated anymore, then step into that. Even though people might shame you, people might guilt you, people might be like, oh, you're so mean, you're such a bad person. No, you're not. You're just tired of the BS. That's it. Because you're really all love. And you can't do the growing up for people who don't want to grow up. It's not your job. Not even if you are their mom, you can do that, because kids have to grow up themselves. You cannot make them grow up. You know, it's like, you can't. You can help them, but you can't make them an adult. They make themselves an adult because they are their own person. Newsflash. So you're getting also another oracle card like Gemini did. You're the only two signs that got that. Oh, this one wants to really come out. Fork in the road. Yeah, you will really make a decision here to step into a direction with the Ace of Wands that is a long-lasting change. I really think that's what you're doing subconsciously this month. Long-lasting change. You're initiating long-lasting change, I think. You're planting the seed. You're planting the seed. All right. Okay, Cancer, we are looking at some charms. The feminine energy really wants to roll out of the picture. Like, yeah. Give a person exactly as much compassion as they're giving themselves, and you know, your higher self knows you're full of love and compassion. It's the feminine energy charm. You don't have to prove it to anybody. Educate yourself. I think this has a lot to open yourself up for more education. Here with the Fool and the Hierophant in the reverse, maybe also non-conventional education. This person is very much in their ego energy and they want to make things happen, and they're quite drained emotionally and have not much to give. Also, this could be with the King of Cups in the reverse, and they're very loosely, and therefore they develop like this toxic ego trait kind of thing, where the ego gets just too big. I don't see it's like, oh, the worst toxic person. I don't see that at all, because we don't have a devil here. It's more like somebody is so drained that not the best characteristics, they start acting like a little child. That's what I want to say. There is some black spots that you're not seeing here, but that are protected and need healing when it comes to this connection, and also when it comes to connecting to people in general for you, I think. Change is happening. Change of your authentic, change of what you believe in is really happening. Hierophant here. Wow. This person might be also just deprived they maybe just might need a hug, you know, but I feel like you're not in a position right now to want to give him a hug, to be quite honest. I don't know, man. I think this month is just a little messy when it comes to pretty much everything. Let's be honest here. But I think you're embracing the mess. I think you're embracing the mess because, you know, there is always a chance in chaos. There is always a chance. We need chaos sometimes to reimagine things, especially if we're creative people. There's a lot of if you stay on top of it, and if you see this as a chance that something new can form, this can be a quite fruitful month. This is beautiful. All right, Cancer. Thank you so much for being here. Enjoy the chaos. And I'll talk to you soon. Like, subscribe, comment. Okay, bye.